Hello, welcome to 70 Years, 70 Muppets, a Muppet fan podcast brought to you by toughpigs.com. This is the podcast where we celebrate the Muppets' 70th anniversary with 70 straight weeks of spotlights on our favorite Muppet characters, from the most popular to the most obscure. I am this week's host, Becca Petunia, and the Muppet of the Week is Dolores the Trombone Player, performed originally by Erin Oscar, and then one time by Rashida Jones, and making her debut in Season 1 of The Muppet Show in 1976. Wow, what is there to say about Dolores? Like, there are Muppets who are beloved by everyone, like Miss Piggy. There are lesser-known fan-favorite Muppets like Yolanda. There are downright obscure Muppets like Gene the Gold Behemoth. And then there's Dolores, a Muppet who probably ranks dead last on the list of memorable recurring Muppet characters. You're listening to a Tough Pigs podcast, so you probably know her, but I want to put emphasis on probably. She's that purple girl who plays the trombone sometimes, but also sometimes the trumpet and also the clarinet. She's the one in the orchestra pit who isn't Rolf and isn't an Electric Mayhem member. In the 49 years since her debut, she has only ever said one line of dialogue, itself only 2 words long.
Drag City.
That's it. Drag City. And not even the fun kind of drag that Nina West does. It's just like a bummer. She wasn't even ever called Dolores in any project. That's just the name Rashida Jones called her. I guess that's her official name now, seeing as this is what's written on the list Disney gave us. Hey, Muppet Wiki team, Shane, listen up. You want me to update Dolores's page so it says Dolores the Trombone Player instead of Trumpet Girl as it's currently listed? Do you want me to do that? Is this interesting? Is this good podcasting? So like a lot of you know this, but one of my favorite things to talk about is female representation in the Muppet Ensemble. There aren't a lot of girl characters, and that's something that, as a woman, has always bummed me out. Like, it's Drag City, you know? Just not the kind of drag that I want. I'm looping, I'm telling the same jokes again. Look, I'm glad Dolores is on this list and has remained a part of the Muppet troupe for almost 50 years, but geez, I wish she could do more. And that's why I had a great idea for today's podcast. You know, my sister Ali, aka Revflooper, is a big Muppet fan too. We're 2 women who love the Muppets and want them to do better by their female characters. So I figured I'd invite my sister on and we'd pitch ways to promote Dolores to main character status. Let me get her right now. All right. I've called up a very special person. First time Tough Pigs podcast guest, but long time person I know. My sister Ali. Ali, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Ali, she, her. I'm also known as Revflooper on the socials. And I suppose I know Becca a little bit.
Yeah, we met.
Yeah, probably probably the longest.
Well, let's get into the topic at hand, though. Speaking of those Muppets, you know, you are a big Muppet fan, and you know a lot about the Muppets, and you also
Arguably.
know a lot about women.
Okay.
So I'm curious, if we were going to make Dolores the next greatest Muppet, what are some ideas you have? I'm putting you on the spot here. What are some ideas you have to make Dolores the next great Muppet? What are some things we could do with that character?
I mean, obviously she's well traveled.
Right?
She had to have like studied. I'm very, very confident that she traveled the world studying the trumpet.
And the trombone.
And the trombone. Yes, the trombone.
But both. Sure,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, all right. So what do you see like
I
Dolores?
100% said trumpet and it was
No, no, she
trombone.
plays both.
Okay. Oh,
You
she
weren't
does?
wrong. You weren't
Okay.
wrong.
I was
She
scared for a minute. I was like, do I have my facts wrong?
No, 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 you were right. You see, I told you, you know everything about the Muppets.
Right,
Um,
everything.
so how would that play out? Would we see her like in a special Dolores show? She'd be traveling
Ooh.
traveling the world studying musical instruments?
Yeah, yeah, I think that would go over really well. Maybe we could have her travel by map a couple places.
Okay,
Yeah.
right.
hmm she could travel by boat and plane too, but like,
What are some
following,
Go ahead.
just following the trend of other Muppet things.
What are some things that you think Dolores likes?
Um, Creme brulee. I think she likes
Okay.
creme brulee a lot.
Did she learn about that in France?
Oh, absolutely. That was the first time she ever had creme brulee.
That's pretty exciting.
I think so, and then she went like different countries having different flavors, creme brulee, different ways of preparing it, and playing the trumpet and the trombone on top of that
Do you think she's ever played both the trumpet and the trombone at the same time?
into a creme brulee, yes.
Now I'm picturing that she's kind of like the Cookie Monster, except for creme brulee.
I don't know. I didn't picture her having that wild of a personality, but yeah, you know what? Sure, why not?
Okay, no, no, no. There's no bad ideas in brainstorming.
I don't want to say, I don't want to say no to any ideas.
Hmm.
I'm not set. There is no canon here.
Well, I
So,
think what's interesting about Dolores is she's a very classy lady, but when she sees a creme brulee, all bets are off.
mm, mm, you know what? That's fair. And there's nothing like that cracking sound as you hit the spoon into one.
Have you ever made creme brulee? Because you also love cooking and baking.
I do love cooking and baking. I do love creme brulee, and I have never made one because fire and food scare me.
How do you cook without fire?
Well, no, it's the fact that you're using like a blowtorch on the top
Oh,
to
okay.
caramelize the sugar. Yeah, that like I feel like that's getting too intense for me.
Do you think Dolores has ever blown fire out of her trombone
I mean, she's in the Muppet Pit, so quite
to
possibly.
cook a creme brulee?
Do you think she took like a class somewhere that was to make creme brulee and she used her trumpet to like fire at the top?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, I think so.
I don't know. Do
That
we think this is enough to make Dolores the next great Muppet? She
I don't know.
travels the world and likes creme brulee.
I don't know. I feel like that's not a lot of depth though.
So we know what her likes are, but like I think what makes some a character have a lot of depth is knowing what their weaknesses are and
Hmm.
also knowing what their wants are. So like
Hmm.
what does Dolores want? What makes her get up in the morning?
I don't know. Do you have any thoughts on this? I feel like I've been talking a lot.
Yeah, but everybody hears me talk all the time.
What does Dolores want?
I think Dolores wants to win a local election.
Yeah. You know what? We don't have any Muppets that have like been in local elections.
Yeah, I think
Even
Dolores.
Sam, I don't even think Sam's been in a local election, has he?
No, Sam doesn't run for office. Sam just complains. But Dolores is out there making change.
Yeah, she's had a lot
Because she's had a lot of
of world
experiences,
experience. Yeah,
and now she's
international
ready.
experience.
She's ready to bring that knowledge home and win the
Mm,
local election.
yeah, yeah. What things do you think would be on her platform?
Trumpets,
Trumpets. Yeah. Play.
trombones,
Mm-hmm. Playing taps in the at night to put everybody to sleep.
a creme brulee in every pot.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
And as for her weaknesses, as
Mm.
for her weaknesses,
What if she's tone deaf?
oh, that's really interesting. I was going to say that her weaknesses were grass type, water type, steel
Oh,
type, and ground type.
that's a
Uh,
lot of weaknesses.
and fighting type, yeah.
I don't think there are any. Are there any other? Is there anybody else that's like weak to that many types at the same time?
Yeah, Geodude.
Okay, fair.
Those are the type weaknesses of rock type. Um,
I haven't played Pokemon in a long time.
I know. But yeah, those are yeah, when I'm on a job interview and somebody asks me my weaknesses, I'm like steel type, poison type. I take neutral damage from fire. Um, resist bug though, so that's interesting. But
Do you
anyway,
think, wait. Do you think she resists bugs or do you think she likes bugs?
I think she likes bugs.
I think she likes bugs too.
I think she thinks bugs are cool. Um, and um, and and I think that's important too because I think Dolores, we know, likes trumpets, and that's why she likes music, is because she can make music with bugs like a cricket.
Mm. Insert a part where you have to delete that I was about to make a Rumble Bug reference and a Roxy Marie reference. Continue.
Oh, it doesn't matter. We've talked about all of this stuff.
Okay.
Rumblebug reference, Roxy Marie reference, got it.
Yeah.
Um, now I think that this is pretty good stuff, but I do just wanna ask, and I probably should have opened with this, but when it comes to Dolores, what are your favorite Dolores moments? Maybe I'll edit this at the beginning, actually. What are your favorite Dolores moments that you
Um,
can remember on the Muppets?
I love when she was at the top of Mount Everest and she just blew that trumpet and scared the mountain goat. That was just the funniest moment. I
That's pretty
sometimes I'll go
good.
on YouTube. Yeah, I'll watch that one on YouTube a couple of times in a row just to
Okay.
like,
And my
yeah.
last and most important question is, so jokes aside about Dolores on top of Mount Everest, because folks, if you're
Ooh.
listening at home, Dolores hasn't done that in the real
No,
Muppets.
that's
That's
never happened.
that's in our hypothetical version of Dolores. But Dolores, I'm really curious, out of all of the words Dolores has ever said, what's your favorite? So, just a reminder, because you haven't listened to the intro to this podcast yet, because we're recording this out of
Mhm.
order. Dolores has said two words in 50 years or 49 years of the Muppets. And those
And see,
two words,
you just said what's your favorite word, and I was about to just be quiet because I didn't even know that she had two.
nope.
Continue.
So in one episode, she says, performed by Aaron Oskar, she says, Drag City. So I'm curious, if you had to choose between drag and city, what's your favorite word that Dolores has said?
I love both of those
You
words.
have to choose one.
I'm gonna say drag.
Okay,
There's so many more definitions to drag than there is to city.
that's true.
And that makes me happy. And I also really do enjoy the visual of a drag queen city.
Yeah,
So
it's
I'm gonna
interesting
just
because
say drag. I know that that's not what that means at all, but that's the reason that I love that word.
sure, I'm gonna say city because if there were no cities, where would Dolores try to win a local election?
In a town?
That's a really good point. You
Yeah,
got me.
yeah.
Well, thank you so much for
Steadal.
helping me develop the next great Muppet, Dolores.
More Dolores, please.
Yeah, I mean, would you like to see Dolores in things, whether she's a Mount Everest creme brulee trombone politician or not?
I mean, ideally, I'd like to see her like that, but she is the only Muppet in the pit that doesn't have a personality at all. And I
Correct.
always thought that was kind of strange. And that they've delved so much deeper on everybody else, whether or not you count Mayhem or not, um, that it's kind of odd that the only and to go off of what you were saying earlier, there are only two women in there, and that only one of them has an anything is very interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Ali, do you have anything you want to plug?
Uh, guess just my Instagram account, just Quack at Midnight, Revflooper, pretty much everywhere. And
Wait, so your Instagram Quack at Midnight or Rev
yeah,
Flooper?
my Instagram account is Quack at Midnight
Okay, so that's quack like the word
underscore.
underscore at underscore midnight.
Mhm.
And it's been great because not only is your Instagram just cool in general, but you've been posting a new piece of artwork every week for the Muppet 70 project.
It's a really nice way to make me draw more. It's been nice to have someone tell me what to draw week to week.
Well,
So,
I'm really looking forward to seeing your picture of Dolores.
oh, she'll be there in all her creme brulee glory,
Absolutely. And yeah, you're Rev Flooper on a lot of other places, including the Tough Pigs
including the Tough
Discord.
Pigs Discord.
Was that anything? I don't know. I can't tell. Look, we tried, and trying is more than any writer has ever done with Dolores before. Here's hoping we can see her creme brulees in the future.
70 Years, 70 Muppets is a Muppet Fan podcast presented by toughpigs.com. Hosted by a whole myriad of people and edited by them as well. Produced by Jared Fairclough. The Muppet 70 logo used with permission by the Muppet Studio with thanks to Danny Iglesias, Frank Reif Snyder and Lee Slaughter. Don't forget to follow toughpigs.com on all social media platforms. You can support us by heading to patreon.com/toughpigs or buying a t-shirt at tpublic.com/toughpigs.